So I just wanted to show that even Jumpy Senior likes to take minecart rides. There he goes. Can we catch up to him? Oh no! Oof. Oh. Brutal. Hello, Mills here. Well, what an exciting day. Beta 1.7 came out today, and it has, among other things, pistons, which is actually, turns out I'm more excited about it than I thought I would be. But I have, oh yeah, I have to do a new texture pack. But I have some leftover footage of work that I was doing on the railroad. The last episode had some of that. As you could see, it was beta 1.5. And the footage in this video is also going to be 1.5. Because part of what I want to try to do is just sort of capture the evolution of the stuff I was working on. So I have a feeling that a lot of interesting things can be done with the minecart system with pistons, and I am looking forward to giving that a go. So this video has more, let's call it legacy footage. Hey, that's a fancy way of saying old footage. I actually didn't play for a while just because I had a lot of work-related stuff going on, so it got kind of backed up a little bit. So I want to include that here anyway, just for the sake of completeness. And so anyway, without further ado, here we go. All right, so this is the idea with this whole door thing. This is just me testing this out. Apparently, and you know what? I already don't like this. I don't know, I may set it up anyway, but it's already, it just reeks of glitch, and I'm trying to avoid that. But there's actually a different configuration for this also, but this is the one that I set up quickly. Apparently, the door in this orientation, when it opens up, it's like the edge of the door right here. Yeah, the edge of this door is preventing the cart from rolling down. But when you open the door, it like magically passes through this block here. See that? This is just a loop right now. And it goes up, and then the door stops it. Yeah, so, and then of course if you were to just put a switch on this, you know, the equivalent of this. Oh, well, anyway, you have to get the door oriented properly. See, redstone stuff. Got to figure all that out. But that's the thinking on that. And so I think in order to make this happen, I will have to get into redstone a little bit, because what I'd like to have happen is time it so that there's a detector rail, which I have to make. I have to look up how to make. A detector rail here that right when a cart passes over it, it opens the door, launching a new cart, and then the cart that set off the detector rail just comes and parks itself here. So that's what we're shooting for. Let me fiddle around, see if I can figure out how to do that. All right, well, I looked up in the wiki how to make a detector rail. That's one of these. And it's iron, redstone, and a pressure plate. So it's good it doesn't take any gold or anything. So that's helpful. But this is just, again, added to the little test that I did. And yeah, the redstone needs to point to the block that the door is on. I mean, this is all basic redstone stuff, but like I said, I don't ever do this stuff, so it's all kind of a mystery to me. But it seems to work. I'll just manually open this. Excuse me, I'll manually open this. And it comes around, and when it passes over that, it triggers the redstone. and opens the door. Now it's not set up to time to anything, but I was just wanted to see if I could even get this basic wiring done. So if I do it in such a way, well, actually here I can just load up another cart. Let's see what happens. That's basically it. How annoying is it though to have a door sound every few seconds? That may drive me insane. Actually, you know what? I think the way to avoid that is to just have the door be way in the distance and just have it be out of sight and out of mind. I don't know what'll happen if cars start to back up though. Because that could happen, especially if I ride in one and then the timing gets all wacky. Let's see if I can get a third one on here. There's a problem. Come on. No, don't bounce. By the way, there is a way to make this rail one way that I learned from the wiki as well. Like this. If I'm going to make this one way, just put the detector rail there, and you see that it doesn't power on unless something runs over it here. I guess I might be able to use something like that to prevent backups. See, it's going to push it. Yeah, but see, the thing just stops now. See, watch this. This rail is a brake right now, but then when it runs over it, boom, it turns it on just long enough to get it moving. Get up there. I wonder if this was a taller ramp and there were a couple of carts stacked up, would the door just let one cart through? That's something I gotta try. Two carts just went through. That's not what we're shooting for. Madness. Chaos. Originally these door launchers, they would launch boosters. They weren't actually meant, I guess, to launch the cart that you ride. But I'm trying to avoid boosters. So at one point the carts got piled up on each other and I had to tweak them a little bit, but now it seems to have found this little rhythm here. And the thing that I'm interested in is right here where this cart is released, but it doesn't go yet until it gets bumped. And I wonder if that's a buffer thing also that would help with the timing. I mean, this is the most regular thing I've seen so far. Now, I don't know what happens if I get in though. Yeah, see that? Well, I don't know. Let's see. This is such a short track. It's actually, it kind of kept its timing, didn't it? Hasn't broken yet. Well, I'll see what it looks like once it's longer, because that may throw it into a tizzy. So I extended this end here, and I extended the far end a little bit, and eventually it got to this point. But here, I think the problem is that this switch is too far away from the cart that's approaching. I need to close this gap a little bit, but it did eventually stop at this this position here. There's no cart to hit the detector rail, so everything just comes to a halt. So I think if I just move that switch closer, but I think I'll try to extend this, and I'll put the door over at the end and try to put it behind a wall or something so that it minimizes the racket, and we'll see what happens. So I just heard thunder. I had just stopped recording. I wonder if anything is on fire. Oh, look at that! That's awesome! This is my first thunderstorm. That's great. Not so great, of course, is that it spawned creepers. You know what? I don't even know if it's day or night right now. That's awesome. There's some pigs over there. Alright. Let's see what time it is. Yeah, it's daytime. Middle of the day. That's great. I love that. Alright. Back to work. Well, I think we can chalk this up into the duh department. And that is that the powered rail itself can become the switch that releases the cart. Which was, I'm sure, the intent all along. So, see, it just stops, and then, well, in this case, it missed the timing, but now this one will bump it. We'll send that one along, but then it stops. So it might be self-regulating this way. And here, when it runs over, click, it fires it up and turns that on. I mean, it does basically what the door was going to do. But this way, they can't get piled up. At least with just two carts, they can't. If there were more carts, maybe the force would force more than one through. But this way, there's just one cart that pushes the other one. And maybe this is the ticket. Now, I haven't tried it with more carts. Yeah, see, like this one's gonna push the other. Oh, it didn't. Let's see what happens here. This will probably launch two carts, though. So my extra weight or mass or whatever caused caused it to pass the brake. And again, this switch is far away in time from when they're in this vicinity, so I'll probably end up doing something closer. So I'm going to try to set this up at the end and see if there's a... Oh, there we're going backwards now. That's not good. Look at that. It's running over it right when it's going backwards on this thing. So it's just perpetuating itself now. Now they're starting to double up. Well, this setup seems to work pretty good so far. I haven't ridden in the cart yet to see what that does with the timing of everything. But I like it because it doesn't rely on glitches, and it's quiet also. We're not going to be using... I don't think the door thing is necessary at this point. Got 3 cars going in this little loop here. The detector is right here. I'm pointing at. This is powered all the way up the ramp. Apparently, the order that you build these in will determine whether or not the whole thing gets powered or not. Build it from the source of the power up, I guess. Otherwise, you'll get holes there. But yeah, let me show over here. Let's see, they're starting to get a little... No, it's regulating itself, it looks like. Well, they're getting a little close to each other, though. Look at this here. These two are getting a little bit close. Oh, but see, then it stops and it lets it go. Okay, now these two are a little close. Now there are 2 there. See, I was hoping that... Okay, let me show you. On this side, the powered rails, there's 3 of them. And I was hoping that if there were 2 that were bunched up, that that it would let one go and then the other one would still stop. But I guess it just depends on how close they are to each other. Like, let's see. Here's 2. So if we can maybe launch just one of them? No, momentum, I think, carried it over. But, you know, that's all right. I think I can live with that because I think eventually it'll kind of right itself. I'd like to see them space each other out a little bit more. Okay, there we go. See, yeah, see that one, let that one go. Well, anyway, so this is the wiring here, and this took me a while to figure out. Which is sad because it's actually very simple. I had like inverters and anyway. So this dust here is right below the detector and it lights it up, and as long as it's not too far away, you can just point to this block that the rail is attached to, and that's about it. But now the only thing, of course, I don't like here is that this part of this is going to be exposed, I guess, because if I box this in, see, this is, I can't put blocks here. And this is adminium. So anyway, this is one of the perils, I guess, of oh, okay. Where'd the other one go? Oh, maybe I bumped them. Or did I break the... Oh yeah, see, I broke it. Right? Yeah, see, that one broke it. So, let's get you going again. Let's see if this will let one go. And only one. Nope, they both went. Oh dear. Wait a minute, do I have 4 on here? Oh, see, that's nice. It went backwards, but then the brake stopped it. Alright, so I've got 6 carts on here now. They seem to be behaving themselves. I do like how simple this is. This is much simpler than even the thing I started with. Now I haven't ridden it yet to see if it messes up, or how much it messes up the timing. So see, I'm going to hit this guy. Now normally I wouldn't just make the circuit like that. There's a guy going backwards now. But he'll stop. Oh dear, now they're all piled up. Look at that. Not sure what the solution is to preventing that. Well, we have a little bit of chaos happening here. Just it gets thrown out of whack when I write it. That's the main thing. I did have a couple of these extended power sections right here. One there and one there in the effort to try to keep some sort of control over this thing, but it gets enough momentum, it just goes right over that. Another couple right over here also in an effort to just kind of keep, see, it stops them like that. This guy, however, will keep going. Key to it not breaking in horrible ways is to not have too many carts on it. So it's not ideal because I pretty much always wanted to have carts buzzing by so that I wouldn't have to wait very long before something would come by. Especially here in the middle. Right here in the middle where all my storage and stuff is. I come here and I grab stuff, and then I want to come over here and I expect to grab a cart going in either direction ASAP, but look, it's not even happening. Let's say I want to go that way. I'll wait forever for a cart. Look, here comes one finally. Oh, now there's one going backwards too. Not good. Not good. I did go and find a YouTube video too where I thought maybe there'd be a way if I could do if it could detect whether or not there was a player in the unit or not. You know, the way that pressure plates can do, and there's somebody rigged up something with an AND gate because the speed of the card is different whether it's empty or there's a player in it, and I guess you could do something like that. Here's another thing, is that if I'm on the ends here and I'm waiting for a card, I just went ahead and rigged up a couple buttons so that I could just go ahead and launch myself. But that's only at the ends. The problem is here in the middle, and also the problem is stuff like, see, this card has just stopped. And so have I. I even thought maybe there's a way also where I could use sand or something, some other material instead of the cart. But you know, any solution that involves slowing down the cart with me in it doesn't make any sense. The whole point is to go fast, right? So I wanted to try one of those Pez dispenser style cart dispensers to see if I could use that and use this property here where the powered track is up against a block, and then when you activate power it sends it flying. The problem with that is that the carts nest if they're on a powered rail like this. And so whenever you see those Pez dispensers, they're always on half blocks, and that is wise because otherwise they won't stack. So that doesn't work because, again, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do two things. One is I'm trying to not use a booster cart, and I am trying to keep a number of cards running continuously in a loop. So here's a couple things I tried. One is that there was a there's Risky. Hey, Risky. There was a video by Airblader where he did a cart dispenser for SMP that doesn't use the doesn't rely on the PEZ dispenser style. So I thought, well, let me give that a try as a way of regulating the carts because they keep going bouncing, going all crazy. So this doesn't quite work. So you sit down, puppy. Okay. Doesn't quite work. I mean, I can keep one cart going perpetually, but again, that's not, maybe even two, maybe. But I just wanted to show what this was at the moment. So what it is that this is a loop that just goes all the way down there, comes around here, and then here's a detector plate that sends redstone that way. And the first thing it does is, without delay, it goes to this cart here, which is then accelerated because of that property where it's up against a block, and it gets fired up this ramp here. We'll see it right there. Okay. And from there, it powers itself just by hitting the power rails. Meanwhile, the signal continues through this delay, and I just put it at the maximum delay. And then it branches off this way, and it releases this cart, which then hits here and lands down. And by the way, though, maybe there's a trick to making this happen more reliably, because sometimes it gets stuck up here. So I don't know why. Maybe it just doesn't have enough acceleration or something. But I'll probably try to read up on that. But see, now that just sort of pops straight down, and then it gets refilled by the exact same pattern over on this side. Delay. Send that up. Delay. Prop this one up here. So if we go up here and take a look, we may hear things dying back here. Here comes a cart. It hits the switch, then they cascade one right after another. Here it comes. Just like that. So this eliminates any timing problems, because even if I get into a cart and it goes too fast, it will always get buffered by that stair-step setup. Yes, I know I had to walk to the cart. So no matter how fast I get going here, as long as I get to the end of the line, all that stuff can be tripped off. I can hop out, and it's still just gonna reset back to where it was, and there's one cart that's traveling at the proper speed. But this doesn't quite fit the bill yet, because if I start putting carts down and start doubling it up, it gets a little wacky. Well, I'm going to give it some time to get out of whack. We'll see if it does it with 2 additional carts. The other thing, too, is that I have a return system on both ends, so that if a cart gets bumped and it starts going backwards, it'll orient itself properly. So that's what this nonsense is. I'm sure this is convoluted, but I just sort of cobbled it together. But if something gets bumped here and goes backwards, it will go back down this track this way. In fact, here, let's do it backwards right here. Nope. Oh, too much speed. Anyway, it'll bounce back around to here, and then it goes to this loop, which then puts it right back in the right direction again. And there's a similar loop over on the other end. I guess, you know, and there's probably something about the timing of all this too, where if I keep the proper distance of the trigger, the plate, away from this end of the regulator here, then maybe it'll work better. But what ends up happening eventually is that they start piling up top, and then they fall 2 at a time, and then they start doubling up and tripling up. Actually, at one point I had 2 triple cars set up and running, and that's not what I want. So let me try putting another cart on here, and I have yet to have the 3 cars, and 3, I'm not counting the 4 that are on the regulator, I'm saying 3 additional cars on the track, and I have yet to have them cooperate. So let's put a cart here, and then we'll set it off that way. Again, you know, trying some real world use here. If, you know, I hop in, I hop out, it should just be ready to go, go, go. Let's ride it a little bit. See what happens. Here comes a cart now. Oh, there we go. Actually, around at this end, I'll show you the loop back here. See if it goes back, it'll go back that track there. It'll go back this track, and then go here, and then loop around here, and then go right back, and then it'll be going in the proper direction. At that point, this is all Southwest rule nonsense. I just did it with trial and error, and it isn't pretty, but it works. So let's see if there's anything broken yet. Oh yeah, see now they're starting to bunch up over here. Okay, yeah, one got pushed, but now this one here could get pushed down to here. Here the cars are going backwards, but now they are going the right direction. And this one's going to bump it. It goes backwards. And then now it's righted, but it's just going to bump again. And then look at this cart here. This cart is stuck. So this is just sloppy, what's going on back here. Now these two are stuck. Actually, this isn't bad if there's a cart. Yeah, there's a cart coming. It will set these off, one right after another. Actually, it kind of corrected itself there. That's not so bad. Well, there's two cars bunched up back here now. But let me see what's running over here. Anything? One. There's one cart running. And that's not enough. I don't want to sit around waiting for a cart to show up. I wonder if this is doubled up here. Nope, still just a single. And there is a cart running. Maybe if I just had this pattern in a better arrangement. Oh, see, this one's threatening to double up right here. In fact, these two are going to double up. These two right here. As soon as the next cart goes by right now, it's going to double up, I betcha. That one launches. Oh, that one went the other way. That's weird. It's just stuck here. Alright, now it's reset. Yeah, now the whole regulator's reset. And these guys are just goofing off back here. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's about to double up. So one idea I had was that if one of these cars gets knocked backwards, maybe what I should do is bypass the regulator altogether, go around over to here and reconnect with the main line, and just kind of throw that car back into the mix. Because the thing is, if it goes backwards, by definition, there must be another cart here. Otherwise, it wouldn't have bumped into anything. So the sooner I can get a cart out of this loop, the better, I think. So I think that's what I'm going to try next, is try to get the backwards cart to leave this loop and go circumvent all of this and get back into the system. Actually, I don't know if I have enough power rails because I don't think I have enough gold. I use my gold blocks for water drops. I may have to rethink that. Because yeah, I've got 4 bars of gold. And I don't think I have anywhere else that I'm aware of. I mean, I guess I could just create like hills so that it goes up and down and it just uses gravity to maintain its speed. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is not good. That's one, that's one, that's one. Is there one in motion here? No. See, this one's doubled up. Tripled up. Well, maybe that's what I'll do after I take care of this slime. More than one slime. I get a lot of slimes down here. Lots and lots of slimes. Oh, I opened this up. It's a little bit more visible. I put more glass so I can see what's going on. Yeah, there's a couple gold here that I can get, but that's not hardly enough. I will harvest it though. This is not working quite as well for the regular mobs because I made it taller here. It's 3 high because the spiders were climbing up this ledge here and blocking everybody. So as a consequence, because they can jump up and down, they go slower down the stream. So that's not as good. Eventually they work their way down, but I figured this is better than having the spider completely stop the flow, which is what was happening. I still hate spiders. I still find it amazing that you can just stop it with a block. That's kind of silly. Hey, come back! Oh wait, we can see the return system on this end, or the reversal system here. Loop-de-loop, and it goes the right way. So it looks like this. I guess southwest rule, it goes here and then it goes south. It curves, and here I guess it goes south. I don't know. I just do trial and error, see if it works. Well, it turns out gold crisis was averted. I actually had a stack of 64 gold that I actually probably smelted way back when I started playing. Back before I realized gold wasn't used for anything. I mean, it literally wasn't used for anything, not even watches at the time. So I was able to make more power rails. This seems to be the most stable it's been in a while. It has yet to double up any carts. I guess that's how I define stable, is that there are no doubling up of carts yet. So all I did was I added this back channel here. This line right here runs along the back. Over to here, and then it just feeds back into the line, and it bypasses the regulator altogether. And so let's see if we can kind of gum it up a little bit and we can see. See, it would be nice if the cart slowed down. Oh, there it is. It's slowing down. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, this one's going to go backwards, which then sends it that way. So it's still in motion, and it's not gumming up the works here. Is this one cart? Yeah, it's just one. this one dog. And once this goes backwards and sends it off that way, the cart that it bumps into usually just go ahead and it just resets itself on here. So here's two carts close to each other. You'll see it bounce right here, probably. Oh no, it had too much velocity. I have seen this bunch up here where there are 3 carts up here, but it usually does that. It just nudges it enough to knock it down, and then now we've got this cart going in the back channel here. So it's actually fairly stable. It's really ugly. Actually, all I have to do is... Oh, this is a little close here. Oh, no, see, all right. I mean, that's just luck that the thing turned on right when it bumped backwards. But what I could do is I could just take this entire regulator here and just build it into the wall, like build it out of sight, maybe back that way. So all you see are the tracks. Oh, this one stopped. Why did this one stop? It might have hit that slime that was down here. Well, here it's about to get bumped. Bonk! You know what? I don't know what'll happen if this goes backwards like this. Oh, alright. It just joins its kin. These two are gonna go away. Yeah, alright. It's sloppy. I don't think it can keep any kind of timetable. Oh, that doubled up, didn't it? Yep, it sure did. This is double. Right here. That's disappointing. Triple. Now it's tripled up. Actually, what is this? I don't need this block. What am I? I don't need this block. Maybe this block is messing something up. So if it's not right up against a block, it does this little bounce back and forth thing here, because it drops down and then it just bounces. I don't know what's going to fix that. Oh, look. That one jumped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 carts, nothing moving. I wonder if I should have another detector rail that just kind of almost randomly sends a signal out and unsticks stuff. It's kind of chaotic, but it's just another opportunity to try to fix something like this. Random pressure plate number 1. This will be called the chaos rail system, because it makes no sense whatsoever. So now if I put this here, it should maybe launch that one. And maybe that's enough to help with log jams. I kind of doubt it, but you never know. But that is the nature of the chaos rail system. Okay, so now we've got this one lone cart here that has an opportunity to make everything better. And it doesn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, clearly I need 8 carts. The chaos system is designed for 8 carts. Look, I got lots of carts. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, clearly you need 9 carts, which makes perfect sense. Oh, look, they're all doubling up, and it's ugly. Nope. This one's doubled. Tripled. Maybe this one can stay powered longer? Does that work if you do this? That powers it. I mean, that would keep it on longer, wouldn't it? To what end exactly? I'm not sure. Oops. Yeah, I don't need this anymore. Alright, well, it was enough to get that unstuck. Now I've got all the carts. Oh, by the way, when I went looking for gold, I went back to my underwater water walk portal, and there was a creeper down there waiting for me in the dark. What's that all about? I don't think he fell through the water because I don't think they do that. So he must have spawned there on those non-half blocks that I had down there. And he exploded, and all he did was he destroyed one half block. So I think I made out ahead. I got a head on the deal. Well, the longer time managed to launch 2 carts. I don't know if that's desirable. Oh dear. What? Oh! Perhaps I should do a similar chaos reset right here. Oops. I don't think it's ugly enough. Okay, so here's a chance for it to fix itself, kinda. Kinda, but not really. It's more chaotic than ever. Oh dear, craziness is going to happen here. Oh, it just doubled up there. We got one double. Triple? Ridiculous. This bug has to get fixed at some point, right? It can't be allowed to continue. Doubled up. You know, with these 2 back channel chaos switches here, this barely works the way it's supposed to work because it's almost never right up against the block. You know what? Something else I could try is a different timing here. What if I do it this way? Perhaps that's just enough chaos to keep the trains running. It just jumped the tracks. Did you see that? They just jumped the track. Alright, well the chaos system is living up to its name. I think we'll, I know I've said this several times now, but I think we'll wrap up here. You know, if it was truly chaotic, it would just drive you right into this lava here. And then out again, and then into a thing of water to put you out. Maybe that'd be cool. Maybe I should do that. So you're on fire and you're going, oh my god, why am I on fire? And then it takes you right here, right through this water right here. That sounds productive. Alright, well, as you can see, I'm a complete hack at this, and I'm sure I will mull it over and find another way to make this even uglier. And until then, thanks for watching.